Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome. We are starting kind of on time today. Pretty on time. Thanks for the follow, Silverbell. Good luck tonight, if yous is playing. I think you are. As always, my name is Eternally Blue. I'm wearing red tonight, for no particular reason. I changed some settings on my computer tonight, and if they are way too bright to watch, let me know and I will fix it. But anyway, talking about the game, we have Phoenix Rising Amethyst versus another CCS team, Creepy Crawly Spiders. So PRA and CCS gonna be our team acronyms for the night. Map bans have been completed. We have PRA banning out Braxis and Garden of Terror, and CCS banning out Cursed Hollow and Alterac Pass. Creepy Crawly Spiders first picked the map, and we are going to go to Dragonshire. So once a lobby is created, we will get started getting in there. And yeah, you know how this works. You've been here before. Division E West matchup tonight. By the way, it is really bright. So I play a lot of Escape from Tarkov, kind of off stream, and that is inherently a very dark game. However, if you crank up a bunch of the NVIDIA settings, it's like playable. So I did that, and now, like, when I'm trying to do work, or even just, like, even when I'm looking at HOTS, I'm like, holy shnikes, is it bright. So, we'll see. Let's go, PRA. This is Bloody Drapes. Yeah, it's a perfect day for some mayhem. Lobby is created. It's crazy. This is like basically my friends list playing each other. It's oh boy. Good team portrait synergy in here. Let them know that the caster is all ready to rock and roll. The only thing I had wrong about this was the time. That's not too bad. 10 p.m. Central. So none of you don't think you're in the Twilight Zone. Ahoy, ahoy. Says Space Pope. Looks like CCS has a sub tonight. Much love from Community Pizza. What's going on, Guardo? I gotta find a time to cast one of your guys' games. I was able to do a Raging Roosters, but I want to get the other half of the old Liquid Metal squad. Fighting off yawns already, as I like to do before the game starts. I'm not quite woken up until the first game gets on its way. But I hope everybody's having a good night. Hope everybody got some Storm League in today that wasn't absolutely mind-blowingly tilting, as Storm League can be. No first pick Abathurs, first pick Butchers, you know, the kind of stuff you like to see. How is Rex not following this channel? What's up, Rex? Thanks for the follow. Looks like we're just waiting here to get started. All right. we have a ready from Team CCS. This may be the fastest we've ever had a lobby created and a draft starting. Like 5 minutes is pretty damn good. Gotta be on it. The BJ boys know to snag it. Okay. They do a great job too. They're one of my favorites to watch, honestly. And here we go. We are starting. Dragonshire. You want to see the draft? Let's see the draft. Alright. So, Dragonshire. Maybe a little bit focus on globals. Strong bruiser with wave clear. Important to take that top bruiser camp. Something like a Hogger, a Leo, Dahaka. Likely what we're going to see. Blaze. There we are going to see the Silband. Actually, so the screen doesn't look super bright on stream. That's really nice. It's very bright for me, but not necessarily bright for everybody else. I can handle that. As long as it doesn't ruin your guys' eyesight and only mine. Still the first band. There we see the Johanna band. Coming out of CCS. Makes sense. I'm a good coastcaster, I swear. When you're around and not with the COVID. I did it all for the Stuki. The what? The Stuki. Stukov taking out 1 tank, 1 DPS, 1 healer. What else? A Brightwing. So, best available healer, potentially Lucio Anduin. Wouldn't be surprised if we see that as the first pick.
I will fight to my last breath.
Instead, we see the Rhaegar coming out from Bear. Ancestral is pretty good. The big panic button heal.
So it begins.
The hunt is on.
Pretty interesting early picks. We see a Luna taken and the Deckard. Deckard not exactly known for having cleanses. Luna doesn't come on till a little bit later in the game.
Here we go again. Our word is worth fighting for.
Speaking of not having cleanses, what do you do against a Crawly? That feels bad. And a kind of an interesting combo. You have the Blizzard set up for the Crawly loop. I think I combined those two words. Wonder if they're going to be able to pull that off. But that is a lot of slows from PRA right away. So I wonder if we're going to see another DPS band or a Bruiser band here. Oh. Just the Greymane. Luna is very strong on this map. Just the vision she provides in the triangle of death, if you will. The Bermuda Triangle is very good. And we're going to see the new band. Don't think we're going to see the Bruiser taken here. Likely going to see the other DPS and a tank. We see the Nazebo and the Muradin, so potentially the double soaking Naz, as well as the Muradin. So very high single target damage out of CCS. Luna is literally only single target.
The wait is over.
Rounding out the team for PRA, the Cassia, and Docket on that Hogger. And you see Sonya taken by Jack. The spiders and the poison from the Luna. Double poison can be very Very deadly if it lands, though. There's got to be some setup for it. I'm assuming the combo here is going to be the leap into the Deckard stun. And then the Luna and Naz can use their poison to burn somebody out. But we'll see how it plays out. Phoenix Rising Amethyst and Creepy Crawly Spiders Game 1 here starts now. You like to see the portrait synergy across the board. From left to right, tonight our home team in the blue. We have Bear on the Rhaegar, Sylvester Chung on that Cassia, Docket playing Hogger, Dancing Bacon playing that Chromie, and Space Pope on the May. And from right to left, our away team tonight is another CCS team. This one is Creepy Crawly Spiders. We have Anaressa on that Luna, Cordana on the Deckard, Gibbs on that Muradin, Savior playing Naz, and Jack on that Sonya.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's hope for another good best of 3 series. Right away, we see both teams coming to mid, Vision being taken by the Luna, and not being coy about either. I'm gonna say, here's my Vision, I'm gonna run it right by you. The Chromie really poking out everything here. Good wave clear by PRA. Naz getting his spiders out. We see Things of the Deep from the Nazebo. Potentially hurting their DPS output there. Gibbs is already getting pretty low. Are we going to see an engage here? Not quite. Luna is the one doing the rotating mid. I think it should be the Nazebo, honestly. But let's see if the Naz stays bottom here and tries to push out this lane, as PRA is showing several in the mid lane. The Wisp is going down. Good macro is going to start here from PRA. Going to take a quick look at the talents here while these camps are being taken. We see the Q build out of both the Chromie and the Cassia. Nothing else too crazy here. The Wisp. Things of the Deep from the Nazebo. Deckard having that Sapphire. It's just kind of weird to see Gib literally soloing this camp. Like, no DPS has come to help. Okay, Anaressa is going to be taking it from there. Space Pope poking away. Trying to get those Q stacks is that Cassia. Camp is finally taken by CCS. That took them a long time. Docket, ooh, getting pretty low, takes a tower shot. But I think she will be okay. The Sonya is clearing up that top lane. Meanwhile, in the bottom here, it looks like we have a strong engage. Good roots by the Deckard, but PRA is the one with the most health here. That's a triple stun from that snowball. Gib is just in there. Now the time trap, is that going to be enough to kill him? No. It's able to stop the jump just momentarily. His jump is able to go up, and he is saved. Hammer a little late. May was still unstoppable. Subjective being retaken by CCS. Bear doing all she can to make sure this is not taken. And now we have the Cassia here. Going on in the bottom lane. Every time I look down here, CCS has no health and PRA has full health. So they just can't quite kill anything with just a Chromie. At least not yet. Level 8's come online, 4 people come down here, it's a completely different story. See, the Muradin caught out a little bit, but he still got his jump. Cordana. Mana is going to be becoming a little bit of an issue here pretty soon. Alright, nothing crazy is happening here. We take a look at this mid lane matchup. It's essentially a 3-1-1, which is not super uncommon here. Docket doing a good job in this top lane against the Sonya. As I say that, she loses half her health. But she's okay. Middle lane looking good. Bottom lane, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed in 2 minutes, folks. I don't know, go make yourself a coffee, go get some popcorn. We're just kind of vibing. Level 7's online. We're just vibing. We can check on stacks. What are the stacks count right now? Cassie's at 9, Crawly 14. Nazebo's at 42. Okay. There we see a nice stun on that Nazebo. But here comes the Luna, and she has damage now. She is going to start hurting with that choking pollen. So it's a 4v3 in the bottom lane. Cassie is still clearing out mid. Expect her to come down. Ooh, jeez. Very lucky loop was not up there. Level 8s mean the loop is online. Unless we see the slowing sand, which I wouldn't recommend. There we see the slowing sand. Alright. Gibbs is in a lot of trouble right now, but there's just not enough damage to really kill anything with just this Chromie yet. Zebo is just hanging out. Like, he's just vibing. No team really wanting to get super aggressive here. Cassia actually does pretty well into a Luna. Especially if you can dodge and miss that massive Q damage from the choking pollen. Top lane here. This is just kind of a stalemate. Right now, this is just kind of a stalemate. Each team playing very safe. I guess waiting for level 10s. Bottom camp trying to be snuck out by PRA before level 10s comes online. Does CCS realize it? It doesn't look like it.
Blue team draws first blood.
And there is the... What happened?
Slain.
What has happened? What? Where did the Muradin die? And now I missed the Cassia dying too. Luna. And now Docket in a little bit of a trouble here in this top lane. Leap is already down. This camp gonna be pushing this bottom lane. There's a ton of damage. Good ult by the Deckard. Is there anybody there to finish him off? Yes, there is the Luna, the choking pollen, the leaping strike. Oh, but a really, really nice time stop, but it's not going to be enough. And now the Mei is very, very dead. While she dies, we'll look at the ultimates. We saw a couple of them come out already. Looks like we had the Ice Wall. We have Shockwave from the Hogger. Slowing Sands we saw by Chromie a couple levels ago. We have the Valkyrie and Ancestral. Meanwhile, for CCS, Sonya has taken Leap, and they took Wrath. My apologies. It's just not seen very often. We have Leap, though, from Luna. That one I can confirm. Avatar, we see the Stay a While and Listen and Ravenous Spirit from the Nazebo. Here we see a strong engage by the Muradin directly onto the Cassiel. Ancestral comes out. I don't think it hit the right target, did it? Maybe it did, and they just burned it that fast. That was a ton of damage. Oof. Chromie doing a really good job hitting the Luna into the backline. But there's just nothing to peel this Muradin off the backline, and Gibbs is going for it. Gibbs is just... Yep. Is he gonna get the kill? No, he did.
Hero slain.
But in the mid lane we saw, or the top lane rather, we saw the Hogger die. And now we see a channel here from CCS. Stay a while and listen. Chromie doing a great job trying to poke off that objective. It's not going to be enough. They need another stun, and it's just not going to happen. But meanwhile, in the bottom lane, the Siege Giant's getting some value. Cassie coming down to collect that soak before she runs away for their life. And it looks like CCS wants to push this bottom lane with their level 13 advantage. The kick misses, and this Dragon Knight is going to get almost no value. The tower and the wall. There we see a Valkyrie. Beautiful Valkyrie onto Savior, but it's not going to be enough. The Ice Block online. He is able to escape, but the Slowing Sand's really hurting the Muradin. Now the Muradin's going to go down. Space Pope in a lot of trouble. He's going to trade. Silver Chung is just in their backline trying to kill the Zebo, but it's just not enough damage. The Chromie wasn't there with him. Ooh, very close to killing that Cassio was Luna. but both of them are going to survive. So it's a 2-for-1 trade in favor of CCS. 7 kills to 2. Good evening, Crizzo, by the way. Hope you're having a wonderful night, friend. Back in action on the bottom lane. It's a 3v4, and Siege Giants are pushing. Here comes the Murden to join the fray. Siege Giant's going to be cleared out very quickly. What is the stack count right now? Whoops, that is Discord. We have 23 on that Cassia. Q build is fully done by the Luna. That is great. 79 stacks there on the Nazebo. He's a little bit behind. I feel like it's going to come down to the Crawly. That's where a bulk of this damage is going to be coming from. We look at how much damage is being done, and yep, there is the Crawly. There is the Nazebo. Ice Wall misses, but it's not entirely a miss. Yeah, it was entirely a miss. I lied. But the Siege Giants are taken very successfully by DRA. We see a common battle here of the Luna and the Cassia in the mid lane. Cassia rotating around the outside very safely. This bottom camp has been called. Space Pope doing a good job zoning out. They've decided to leave, but the Luna is mid, and I don't think the PRA really realizes that. Luna's coming down now, but I think he could have ripped that camp. Here we have Gibbs coming from behind. What is Gibbs doing? I mean, I know you're a tank, and I know you have jump, but if you're... Okay. So Gibbs just get massively chunked. The Deckard comes and peels off the back line. There's a beautiful time stop. Look at the damage now being done by the Crawly. Is it going to be enough? And Bear is actually able to do a ton of damage to him as well. However, they're going to be trading a healer for a tank as the May goes down. Hogger is losing in that top lane and falls as well. It's another 2v1 again. But, PRA is very, very healthy here. If they would stop spitting their damage, look at the Crawly just eviscerating the Nazebo right now. And if that was level 17s with the Pierce, that would have been very, very dead. Welcome, Steph with an F. Oh, dancing bacon. Oh, the jukes! The jukes are insane! Oh, now we got the time stop. Is he gonna be able to go back? I don't even know how that ability works. I've never seen anybody take that ability. What does that even do? I have to read it. Here and there. 20-second cooldown. Activate to teleport to a new echo. What a play. That's pretty cool, actually. I wish it would have worked for him, but, you know, it is what it is. Here comes Jake now to create an opportunity mid, but that is a very, very dead Deckard. Or should be, yes. Now, they're going to lose bottom for it. But maybe they could try to take the Siege Camp. Level 16s are online. They're a little bit behind in XP. Not a little bit. They're pretty far behind in XP. Ancestral coming out on herself. The Ice Wall finally catching a Nazebo here. Is there a Blizzard follow-up? No. There's no Blizzard follow-up. Cassia doing some terrible, terrible damage. There's the Blizzard. It's going to be able to zone out the Nazebo. The Nazebo should die. The Nazebo has to die here. Okay. Nazebo going out with a bang. The Luna doing a decent amount of damage. Nobody is able to peel off this Luna from Space Pope. Baron needs to get in there and get aggressive. Be aggressive. That's a beautiful, beautiful slowing sands onto that Luna. Now Gibbs is in a world of horror. If I'm Space Pope, I am not pursuing this any farther. So, PRA kind of coming online here in the late game. However, their lanes are not looking so hot. August having a real tough time against Jake in this top lane. It can't seem to take him out. And Sonya just absolutely having his way with her in the top lane. There's a potion. We have a large potions. Really nice macro here, taking this bottom bruiser camp to push this lane, and maybe they can get their lanes back in order. We see Jake here coming down, but it's still a 3v4. Cordana being pretty cheeky with his placements. Trying to cap... Oh no, Crawly. Crawly almost let that go. Only 30 stacks from that Cassia. Nazebo only at 94. What up? very strange build from the Nazebo. Okay, going back to the bottom lane. Everybody's pressing R right now. We saw the Avatar come out. There's the Stay a While and Listen. Sonya pops her Wrath, but PRA is definitely winning the brunt of this fight. The Mei is getting real low. She's quite literally just standing there and taking it. And now Luna is in the back line causing havoc. Bear has to run with what remaining life she has. Uh-oh, and there is Dancing Bacon getting caught by that Murden. Is it going to be enough to kill him, though? He needs a heal, and he needs Cassie to kind of poke and save him a little bit, but Cassie is like, every man for himself. Cassie's just going home. Level 20s are going to be achieved by CCS here much faster than PRA, as it seems like CCS is in pretty much control of this game. This Bruiser camp, almost non-existent from both teams this game. You see this top lane very, very healthy here for CCS. Siege Giants being cleared out. Oh, Bear is dead. Bear should be dead. Yeah. I know you don't want to give the Dragon Knight, but you're down 20s. Ooh, the wall is gonna miss. A really nice peel here from the Mei is gonna catch the Nazebo, but there's just not enough damage to follow it up right now. Gonna look in this top lane with this camp pushing here. We're gonna see another kill. It's just Wrath been popped, yeah. And Hogger is just having a rough go of it here in the top lane. Dragon Knight now taken for CCS as they look to take some more buildings. Sonya is clearing top lane, so it's only going to be, well, it's a 3v4 essentially. You count the Dragon Knight as half? You could. Slowing Sands on the front door. Stay out of my door. Do we see the Pierce? Yeah, we see the Pierce. There's a kick from a Chromie that was going to die, and that's unfortunate. Oh my gosh, you see Jake just running the enemy team down right now. Sonya chasing him down with Wrath, and there's just not enough CC to, not enough to deal with it. I'm getting messages in Discord that are making me laugh. Really nice Stay a While Listen by Cordero. Core has been called, and looks like CCS is going to take a pretty convincing game 1. Well done by them. That was only the second Dragon Knight, I believe, taken by either team. The first one got essentially no value. The second one ended the game. All the damage for PRA being done by Chromie. CCS had a lot more damage spread across the board. Leading the charge is that Luna, and then the Sonya, who had almost 6,000 more soak than the Hogger. That's just a tough matchup, and you can't, as a Hogger, you just don't fight the Sonya if you're going Wrath, if she's going Wrath. Thank you, Silverbell. I appreciate that. Looking at the talents here, see if anything looks a little suspicious. And again, I'm not being critical about anybody. I'm just saying what I see as interesting. This is interesting. You go Things of the Deep, which I get, and then Big Voodoo, okay. But then Spiders, and then Spiders again. Like, don't you want to take Things of the Deep with Gargantuan typically? Anyway, Wrath. I don't typically see this build. That's pretty interesting too. Not that it's bad by any means. You don't see it as often. And it was highly effective. The no escape with the Wrath against a Hogger. That's a bad time to be a Hogger. The Q build got a ton of value. That's a solid build. I probably would have went timeout there though. Anyway, we're going to a game 2. Congrats to Creepy Crawly Spiders. We're going to get them a well-deserved point on the board. And we're going to go to... And we're going to get them a point there. We got to give them points all across the board. 3 different spots we're giving them points. Oh, I got to join the next lobby. And we're going to One of my favorite maps. Haven't been playing it well lately, but it's one of my favorite maps. Everybody's in here all ready to rock and roll already. That is excellent. And it looks like we're gonna get started here pretty quick. Yeah, Nightbot's pretty toxic. I think, again, that's one of those commands I had when I was playing Tarkov a lot. And some people would say GG after I kill them. It would say easy. Yeah. Toxicity at its finest. And we are starting. Awesome. I think. Are we starting? Yeah, there we go. Infernal Shrines. CCS with a point on the board. Essentially match point for them. PRA, Phoenix Rising Amethyst, needs to win this to push it to a game 3. Wonder if we're going to see the Sonya band here. Hogger's also very strong on this map. Let's see if PRA wants to remain with that Hogger. What's up, Zyrtec? Shoot, man. I don't have anything to hydrate with right now. I'm gonna have to get something. Oh, you know what? I do have this gigantic water bottle that I've been using as a footrest. This water is probably not good. I probably shouldn't drink this, but you know what? YOLO. It is so cheeky coming from the bot. That's an interesting ban. You see the Tassadar first ban here by CCS. Followed by that Syl. A consistent ban from PRA. Oh yeah, I should not be drinking this water. Oh boy. That's probably like 2 weeks old. Brightwing taken out by CCS. That means the Stukov is up. I wonder if they're going to continue to ban the Stukov here. If they're very scared of it, or... Because I know Phoenix Rising does play a lot of Stukov. We're going to see the Johanna ban, so we'll see what the first pick could be here. I'm assuming it's going to be a healer of some sort. No, actually, it's going to be
gifted a tier 1 sub
the Hogger by Jake. Hey! Of all the people to gift to, a CCS guy is one of the people you'd want to. Thank you, Krizza, for gifting to the community. Thank you very much.
Our world is worth fighting for.
And now we see May taken.
I stand ready.
And Avala. Now, I don't mince words typically about particular feelings about heroes that I have. But I think May, and I'm probably being a little too delicate in how I explain my feeling about this, but I think May is the most god-awful, useless piece of shit tank in the game. I think she just is rough. And now, this is probably a better May map, if that's a thing. But, man. If I saw that I was playing against a May, I would know I could just, as an auto, especially as an auto tech, like Vala main, I would just be ripping her apart. They banned out the Murden, but the Anub is still up. Meanwhile, CCS taking that Chromie away and the Rhaegar. We've actually been seeing this a lot in my casts, where game 2 the enemy team just essentially swits their comp and goes, oh yeah, Crawly exists. Like, oh yeah, Rhaegar's pretty good. So they're not necessarily respect banning it out, but they are taking it.
For the Nexus.
There we have Dancing Bacon picking up that Orphea, and Malfurion being chosen by Bear. This is a game for CCS to watch out for the circles. He brings the Megadeth, and ETC has been chosen. The Brewers are now tied with the Dodgers, going into the bottom of the 10th.
Wait is
Neat.
over.
And Cassia. See, let's, like, literally 4 people. It's just crazy. I don't know. It's just probably just a weird coincidence. But literally, the Crawly, Rhaegar, Hogger, and the Cassia were all played by PRA in the last map. Docket going to be rounding out their offlaners here. What is left? We saw the Leo ban.
Unbridled energy.
Okay. Okay. Kerrigan, my girl. My Nova incarnate. I'm excited about this. I like this. I don't know how she's going to do into this comp, especially into an ETC. But I like the thought. And she's good, good clearing the objective for sure. I just like seeing different things. It's not just tank Blaze or offlane Blaze and a noob and Brightwing. Get to see a little bit of spice here. And so, as we go into game 3, Infernal Shrines, again our home team tonight. PRA with their backs up against the wall, going to need a win here to secure this. We have Bear playing that Malfurion, literally a bear. That's kind of cool. Space Pope on the May, Docket on Kerrigan. Right? Yes, Kerrigan. Dancing Bacon on the Orphea. Borderline draft plagiarism. No kidding. And Sylvester Chung playing that Vala. That's a pretty cool. They're all... Oh, they're not the same mounts! Look at the mount synergy! Alright, from right to left. Leading the match, 1-0 is Creepy, Crawly, Spider, CCS Gibbs on that ETC Savior, on the Chromie Cordana, on that Rhaegar, Anaressa on that Cassia, and Jack on the Hogger. We see a slide by Gibbs. Good pull by that Kerrigan. And Unstoppable already used by the Rhaegar. Good first engage there by PRA. You see the Kerrigan going into that off lane right away. Orphea doing terrible, terrible damage. By terrible, I mean good. I don't hate the Kerrigan off lane either. I think it's pretty neat. Gibbs doing a good job trying to get vision, but taking kind of a lot of damage in the process. He's able to get out. And we have stacking Cassia again. 9 auto attacks. We see an auto attack. Creed of the Hunter. Excellent. We will be keeping an eye on those stacks. Thunderstroke is already at 9 stacks. Pretty good. Is that count as Kerrigan? It is a Kerrigan. Here we see an invade try to be done, but good defensive peel there from the May. Vala just auto-attacking to her heart's content. Gibbs really taking a ton of damage. Vision by the Chromie? Yes, they are there. We see them. We see the enemy. Vala doing a really good job just pumping out damage right now. Look at the auto attacks. Oh, that's a very dead. Oh, good unstop. Absolutely needed, but now Rhaegar might die, and he does. Vala, how many stacks you at? 39 already. Uh oh, here we see a gank into that mid lane, and Kerrigan is going to fall.
Prepare yourselves for the slaughter.
But this camp is pushing bottom. CCS is going to have to respond to that. PRA should be able to get to the objective in plenty of time, even with that death. This top bruiser camp already be taken by CCS, as I can't zoom out any farther. Just imagine they're both doing it. Okay. Bear and Dancing Bacon taking out the bruiser camp here for PRA. There is the infinite spin. If you're wondering what you're looking for as a hog remain, that spot right there. And then you just spin, baby, spin. I like Vala standing there, honestly. I don't mind that at all. So there's really not a lot of follow-up CC right now for CCS. There's a great stun onto that Rhaegar. Is there any follow-up, though? Not quite. Space Pope coming in behind him. ETC is going to slide out to peel. That Hogger getting pretty low on the objective there. I think honestly, if PRA just turned and killed the Hogger, they could just kill the Hogger. But instead, the Hogger is just doing irreparable damage to him. But as I was commenting on that, the Orphea takes out the Rhaegar in the backline. A nice combo there by Docket onto the Hogger, but he's not able to get the kill. Oh, don't run in a straight line! Oh my goodness, Vala. Giving me a heart attack right now. Everybody's leaving. They know the objective's not done yet, right? It's 32-29 in favor of CCS. PRA gets level 7s a little bit faster. Crawly gonna be irritating as all heck, poking out this objective. 39, one more for PRA. Is that gonna be enough? Yes, there it is. If PRA is gonna secure this objective. Now let's see who dies because of it. Space Pope getting real low. Rhaegar dives in for the kill. Well done there. Docket now the next to fall. Dancing Bacon really needs to auto attack to get some health back. But ends up killing the ETC anyway. Frozen Punisher. Good macro here. Really made a difference for PRA in this top lane. Is both towers and the wall fall. And now the Hogger's gonna die to like minion camp. The Hogger just died to the minion camp. What is happening? And what, Rhaegar died too? Oh my gosh. The Nexus minions are on a killing spree right now. They're just running rampant. Might get another kill. No. Not 3. Only 2 kills. And this camp is still taking this tower. This is so important so early on. Is it gonna go down? I don't even care what else is happening. No. Hogger is gonna be able to get there in time. Right? Yes. Okay. So, first objective went extremely well for Phoenix Rising Amethyst. Both of these forts are essentially paper mache now. And, luckily for PRA, the next objective is in this top lane. However, they're down a little bit in soak. Both teams will get level 10s essentially at the same time. Right now, PRA is kind of 5-manning around the map. Docket going back top. It's going to be a 4v5 here. Did we see the Vala go down earlier? I think so. We see the slowing stance again, and not the root. Vala doing terrible damage, gets that Q off, and is going to get the kill onto the Crawly. Well done. Oh, and now Anaressa is in way too deep, but she's able to walk away. Not a lot of CC yet for really either team. Level 10s is going to change that. Level 10s are online. We see the Twilight Dream, the Crushing Jaws, the Summon Ultra Ice Wall, and Rain of Vengeance. The CC is online for PRA. Let's see what they do with it. Is that going to be an ETC kill? No, not quite. It's going to miss. There's the Ice Wall, though. There goes the Blizzard behind, but the slide and unstopped by the Rhaegar, enough to save the ETC. The really strong macro here by PRA to take out this middle tower. They're dropping a little bit of soak, but that's okay. We're going to check the status of some of the quests. The Vala is at 78. We have Vengeful Roots. I love it. Stacked by the Kerrigan's level 4. Not doing so hot. And Thunderstrokes really slow down. We see a Mosh. What happened? Was that a misclick? It must have been a misclick. There we see Crushing Jaws, but there's just not enough follow-up. They're under a lot of towers right there. Did Vala die yet? No. A clock is ticking on the Vala, by the way. If you don't kill Vala a couple oh man, there's a Mei way far up. Did he DC? Nope, he's back. Where's your team? Your team just left you. Your team literally just abandoned you. And the Mei is gonna fall. The team just completely abandoned their tank. Alright, so the Mei is gonna fall. Gonna be a little bit late to this objective. Good macro by both teams taking this bruiser camp. Hogger is already here. Already gonna be setting up his infinite spin. That's why he wants to be right here. The Unstoppable isn't going to do much there. The Kerrigan gets caught out, slid by the ETC, and blown up by the rest of the team. ETC is going to be the one to actually finish that kill. The Unstoppable Infinite Spin does good for you if the minions are spawning here. But if the minions are, say, right there, there you see Cordana coming down, trying to get those within range. Only 11 minions have been taken. Kerrigan is going to be up. Essentially, CCS seems in no hurry to get this objective done. Oh, Vala taking a lot of damage, though. That's going to be a dead Vala. Really nice engage there by that Orphea, essentially just pressing R and hoping for the best. But it's not enough to kill him. Docket, Bacon, and Space Pope now all getting very low. The Hogger is still, honestly, he could be anywhere. The Hogger could be anywhere. He's probably making himself a coffee. He's probably tweeting, checking his TikToks. Wife probably sent him a bunch of TikToks today. Oh, he's back. Welcome back, Hogger. Arcane Punisher going to be pushing this top lane for CCS, their first objective of this map. The Mei taking a ton of damage, now popping Unstoppable. And still taking the brunt of all the damage. Are we going to see a Mosh under tower? Not quite. The Vala died early, but that's okay. Level 13s are online for CCS. You see both offlaners pushing out. Oh, there's the jump onto the Vala, and that's gonna do it for Vala. That's death number 2. Oh, there's a Mosh. Good Blizzard, though. Is it gonna be enough to save him? Not quite. It's not quite. Spread out, friends. Spread out. You're getting hit with a ball lightning. CCS looking scarier and scarier as this game goes on, and now they are pushing this keep with a quarter health Immortal. Is that going to be enough damage? The ETC going in. He wants this kill. Look out for the oh no, the Nexus minions claim another one. The Mei going down to the Immortal. That is 3 kills thus far by the Nexus minions. Playing our Heroes of the Storm. I was active on that Reddit thread for like a day, and then I thought, you know what? Maybe I don't need to be here. With the Mei dead. Wait. You can bounce that way? I'm gonna have to go into try mode and do that. I didn't realize you could bounce that way as a Hogger. Like, literally side to side. Can you do that one here, too? Crawly solo in this bottom lane, clearing out that camp. We look at the silver lining for PRA. The game is still afoot. Yes, they're down a level. We'll say a level. But they also have a mid fort. The rest of their forts are pretty healthy. This bottom wall hasn't literally been touched at all. This lane is now going to be pushing in. Let's see if Docket's able to actually get this top fort. The objective here is going to go bottom in this next time around, so it's not going to end the game. So we are going to see level 20s from both these teams. The minions are not playing around. No, man, they are... If you're the beta male, the Nexus minions are the alpha male in this game. They are just doing what they want and having their way with the enemy team. Did we just see Hortipole? We just saw Hortipole used. Jake from State Farm. Are you good, bro? Are you good? That was intentional, by the way. That was not an accident. Alright. Meanwhile, fork for fork. Top goes down by PRA. Bottom goes down for CCS. You know who gets the better trade here, chat? I'll give you one guess.
A shrine gathered
It's CCS.
you will take
Because objective is here. But that camp's gonna have to be dealt with at some point. But we see 16's online here. Silver Chung out a little bit too far, and the Val is gonna fall. But a huge chop, 3 people going down. Great follow-up CC by the Kerrigan to get the ETC, and the Hogger's gonna fall as well. And now the Cassie is running for what life she has remaining. Here comes Cordana. Does she have an Ancestral? Yes, the Ancestral is able to come out. But the Orphea is in the back line chopping away. Cordana in a lot of trouble. Great job by the May to bop him back into that Blizzard. And when all was looking lost, the Vala went first, but 3 members then fall from CCS. I've seen Div B Hogger players who are less consistent at lining up the containing bounces than CCS Hogger. Yeah, from somebody that has played with Jack a time or two, he's a pretty good offlaner. He's a pretty good offlaner. I played with him in Nexo a few games, and I didn't see him lose much. But we have a full Mortar Punisher going in favor of PRA. It's what they needed. They needed to take a good fight, and they did, and now this is a free objective for them. How many minion kills will the Nexus forces get this time? There's an ice wall. It completely zones out that ETC, and he's just gonna kind of go around. Docket is taking the camp. The Punisher was able to take this bottom fort, but that's really all it did. Is that tower gonna fall too? Oh, that's big. Gets the tower there, that last arrow, the absolute hero minion. Docket going back for some mana, the almost constant problem that a Kerrigan has. Oh my gosh. Dancing Bacon is literally dancing with death here. So, CCS, still a kill ahead. Still... Well, they're a little bit behind on structures. That's the only structure they need to kill to tie it up. I can't pick favorites, Ektar. But I like your comment. May OP. We're not talking about May anymore this game. You're not allowed to root against CCS. Raka, how are we always on the wrong side of the fence here? Friends with a lot of PRAs. Is that a thing? Oh my gosh, my neck. Level 20 is quickly coming online here for CCS. I never even went over the alts for the other team, but we saw the Bouncing Ball, Ancestral, ETC, Hortipult, and Slowing Sands. Now that they are level 20. I'm assuming we'll see the upgrades. We can take a look at the damage numbers while we play Ring Around the Rosie. We see Anaressa on that Cassia leading the way. Hasn't died yet. The Orphea pumping out a ton of damage for PRA, followed by that Chromie and then the Vala. Oh my gosh, that is a very dead Vala again. Great mosh. And a nice disengage there on that May wall. Holy cow. I'll never say anything about May bad for the next 10 seconds. Kerrigan, though, going down, and so does the Orphea. And what turned into a really good peel by that May is not enough to save the team of PRA. Casters are always allowed to root for Game 3. Oh, Pog. Yeah. That's what I do. Although, I feel like this game may be coming to a close very quickly here, as CCS has been in the driver's seat for most of this. Bear trying to peel off the enemy. Chung has that Farflight quiver. Oh, is he able to get out? Yes. And Avala can really chunk through this enemy team, but I don't think it's going to be enough. There's the double Ancestral coming out. And that is going to be GG's. Congratulations to CCS, Creepy Crawly Spiders, taking a domination tonight against PRA. So no game 3 tonight. Just as quickly as I thought that might go to 25, 30 minutes, it ended. Really nice ETC mosh. A nice disengage by the Mei, but she wasn't able to peel off enough. Damage being led by Crawly and the Cassia. I see people saying with Farflight maybe they have a chance. Unfortunately, the game that I know is already over. Leading the way for the healing there, we see the Rhaegar, played by Cordana. Almost 25k more healing. Kerrigan with a ton of self-healing. Kept up with the Hogger pretty good in that game as far as Soak is concerned, considering she had 4 deaths to 2. It was a good fight all around. Were they trying to steal the camp? No, both teams were just kind of there. The camp wasn't even up. The Vala just got caught out, ETC moshed, and Mei had a really nice wall to peel. I think 4 members of CCS off, but then the re-engage got them all. Or got 3 of the members. I think the Vala, oh no, the Vala lived. The Mei died. The Kerrigan died, and I think the Orphea died. Yeah, and it was just Bear and Vala left over. Has many div? They do. We will pull in Gib here for an interview. Setting the Hogger. Ah, water good. Honestly, I needed a night kind of off from casting, so I'm glad it was kind of a short series and I got my water here. I need to get some lemon drops. I need to get some lemon drops from the casting. Take a look at this. Is the standard build for the Crawly. Jack, what's up?
Going on, Blue.
Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you. Feels good. Felt good.
Yeah, you had yourself a night.
Yeah, they come in spurts every now and then.
That first game looked pretty good for you and pretty bad for that enemy Hogger.
Yeah, I mean, Sonya's my best hero, and she normally goes well into Hogger because he can't stop me from healing off of him. And I just, put a rock on the W key and just target him the whole game.
Yeah, and it worked for sure. Do you typically go Wrath?
No, I normally go Leap. I mean, I can go either one, but that particular game, I wasn't really leaving top a lot to join in for Leap.
Right.
Shenanigans. So I was just like, let me just continue trying to win top lane and just go Wrath.
Yeah. So we started on Dragonshire tonight, and it was kind of interesting. They had the Rhaegar, the Hogger, the Crawly, and the Cassia, and they weren't exactly able to do a whole lot with it. I'm kind of surprised we didn't see the loop out of Crawly because you guys had absolutely no cleanse.
Yeah, I think we said that in draft too, that they didn't have a cleanse. So wait, do we have Crawly or did they have Crawly?
They had Crawly the first game, and then you guys swapped comps the second.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, I think we had said in draft that they didn't have a cleanse. So that's why we picked the heroes we did. It's kind of hard to say what they were doing in the 4-man since I'm not there and not really looking at it. But I can pretty much get a good idea of what they were doing.
Yeah, we can go a little bit more focused on you. And obviously, you seem to have a pretty good grasp of the Sonya into that game, and then we went into a game 2 where you're able to get the Hogger. You were able to set up those infinite spins pretty quickly. Is that something that you practice regularly, or does that just come natural for you?
No, man, I practiced that. Shout outs to Cavalier Guest for doing that video on how to get the shrine spins going. And then I saw some other YouTube video of some random guy doing the other camps. Pretty much every camp on shrines you can infinite spin on Hogger. The bruiser camps you need Hortipult to do it, which is why I went Hortipult on that map, mainly just to get the bruiser camp. But it helped in like one of those last team fights we had. But yeah, I just went into a custom shrines for like an hour one day, and just literally did those shrine spins like the whole time just to get the muscle memory down.
So you definitely taught me and probably chat something on that middle lane bruiser camps or siege camps. Going diagonally like that, I had no idea you could do that. I was absolutely blown away.
Yeah, that's actually like it's kind of hard to find this spot. Like in custom, I can get it, but in game when things are a little bit faster, it's kind of hard to get it. It's not directly in the center. It's like a little bit slightly off center, and then you have to like line up that little horizontal bar, like the barrier terrain thing, with the bottom side. Sometimes you get it for like a good few seconds, and then he just like reels off out of the camp, and then it freaking resets.
Right.
But yeah, trial and error.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, okay, so I'm glad you mentioned the Hortipult, because I had questions as to why. But that makes sense if you watch something about it being effective and doing it. That makes a lot more sense. I thought you somehow misclicked, but I'm like, no, how could he have misclicked a camp? Like, he definitely set that up on purpose to get that camp efficiently, so that makes a little more sense.
And, like, Hortipult has a relatively short cooldown, so
yeah, it's a minute. So if you don't need it for a team fight for a minute, you're safe to just do it and then do other things.
Yeah, in worst case scenario, I have the poor man's version with my trait in team fights.
Yeah, sure. Just a little less range. Well,
yeah.
Game 2 was pretty decisive. Congratulations to you and your team. Do you have any shout-outs or anything you want to say to everybody before we wrap this up?
Shout out my team. Shout outs to Anaressa. She came in to sub for us because our main healer is in Scotland for like a week or two.
Nice.
So shout outs to her for coming in. She just played like a game with her CCS team like an hour before ours. So
wow.
we appreciate the dedication and the compassion for our team to actually have a game tonight. Shout outs to my team in general. We've had a lot of growing pains coming up to this season, but I think we're starting to get a little bit more comfortable with each other now. I think this game is a good confidence booster for us. So hopefully we can carry that into next week as well. And of course the CCS community and all our fans out there.
Yeah, they were repping you in chat for sure. So, all right, well, congratulations again tonight, and I'm sure we'll see you in the future, but good luck on your future endeavor, sir.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks for casting.
Absolutely. Later, buddy.
See.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for me. Congratulations again to Creepy Crawly Spider CCS for winning over PRA 2-0. Let's see, what do we else have going on? No other cast that I know of for me specifically this week. I know we have a ton of games tomorrow. I have my own match tomorrow. Thank you for the follow, everybody. I'm sure I missed some people here. Savior and Aressa as well. Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming out to support us and supporting the Nexus Gaming Series community. Hope everybody has a wonderful night, and we'll see you next time.